Welcome back. We are now going to define structure of data screens in Material Master. The customizing path is SPRO, then to Logistics, then to Material Master, configuring the Material Master, then to define structure of data screens for each screen sequence. So we go ahead and open that. And then here we have our screen sequence. We have the description of screen sequence. And let us go ahead and select standard industry sequence. So we can highlight it. And now we want to see the data screens. So we go ahead and double click that. So the first column here is the screen sequence. We have the description here, which is basic data. Here we have the screen type. We either have a 1 or a 2. 1 is a main screen. 2 would be secondary screen. The third one here is used to define screen structure. So let us see how the selection that we have for that. So in our case, we have 3006, which is general industry screen container with 12 subscreens. So that is the selection that we have. And you can select any of the others here depending on what you want to use for your screens. So we can cancel that. And now we move on to maintenance starters. So let's see again what we have in the drop down here. So we have, for basic data, we have K, which is basic data. Purchasing, we have E, which is purchasing. We have costing, number 22, which is G, and that is costing. So we need to enter the maintenance status on this column there. So the next thing is GUI status. So we have date for standard main screens. If we had this as a secondary screen, then we would have ADD 0001. TT. So this is a group, the short description of the group type. In our case, we have a 2, which is 3-part, 4-part type for main screens. And then finally, we have the alternate screen description. And this is the go-to screen. And as you can see, that is the same description as we have on the third column, or the third column here. So let us go ahead and look at something else, which is how we assign secondary screens. So we go ahead and select that, and we can go to details. And what we need to enter here, if we want any of them to be a secondary screen, then we need to enter the F code. And again, we can get the drop-down menu to see what code we have for, if it's tax data, that is going to be the F code. If you want the planning variant, then that is going to be the F code. So if you want any of the screens here to be your secondary screen, then you need to make sure that you assign that F code. If you want it to be an additional screen, then you have to enter the number here So if you do that, then you also need to have the processing code populated. So that is how we configure screens in the Material Master. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.